We started the Interschool Student Design Competition about 2 decades ago now here at the National Building Museum, and it's really a kind of a wonderful format where we invite students and professors, faculty from many of our regional architecture schools.
So this year's competition focused on providing a dedicated auditorium space for the National Building Museum.
The goal this year with giving this particular challenge to the students was to give them a site that they could actually walk around and visit and get to quickly and work in throughout the entire competition.
It's important to have that competition in a space that's conducive to creative thinking, and I think the National Building Museum provides that opportunity.
It's such a significant piece of architecture in Washington. You can't help but come up with something very exciting, as far as a design solution with a building as a backdrop for that process.
It is completely open to the public. It was fun watching people walk around looking at the students' work, trying to figure out what they're doing.
Students are grouped with other students from various schools of architecture, and so every school of architecture wins equally.
It introduces you to different people, and even though it's a competition, it's still, you learn so much.
Each university has a completely different program. They know things that I don't, I know things that they don't. We start things at different processes, so it really gives you that whole 360-degree view of what your design should be.
I think it's a great opportunity to introduce students to working in a firm, especially given that studio culture, a lot of the times you're working on your own project.
I feel like it shows you how to work with teammates, because in the real world, someone does something and passes it on to you, and basically that's what we're doing here.
These are people that we just met last week, and now we have to find out what it is we're talented at, what it is we're not so good at, and find a way to make all those things work to make this design happen.
It's really fun to get a bunch of kids together and work really quickly on something. It's hard and interesting to see how people come together and talk and think differently.
It's great to be partnered with the National Building Museum. One of NCARB's primary goals is trying to bridge the gap between practice and education and making sure that a student is exposed to things in the real world.
Architecture is an extremely complicated profession. You almost can't do it yourself, so collaboration becomes very, very important. And I think that's a lesson that they would take away.
We had everybody doing something different, whether it was hand sketching, rendering, laying out the boards. We actually really did work as a team.
I've never really gotten to do something like this before, where it's a timed one-day, really short-term competition, and I've actually really been enjoying it.
It's a great opportunity for them to meet students from other schools, share ideas, and just come together and have a great day of design.